somebody who is either selling and buying, or
Mhm.
for somebody who is stepping into the market as a new buyer, do you see any challenges related to financing? Are you aware of any programs? What are your thoughts?
So, yeah, if you had asked me this question a couple of months ago, I would have said it's going to be hard
Mm.
because lenders were not focused on that whatsoever. They were really just focused on keeping businesses in business. They were told that stay away from new deals. There were exceptions. We obviously got deals done during the actual quarantine portion and the tough kind of couple months that we had previously, but now lenders they still have quotas. They haven't shied away from looking at new deals, and I would say in the last few months I haven't seen clients had that much difficulty, of course with the caveat that their balance sheet has to look good. Interest rates are still really low, and banks like BDC, we're seeing some pretty aggressive term sheets coming out right now, with some pretty high loan to value deals. So I would say that, yeah, like there's things that lenders are looking at differently right now. They're most interested in who's buying versus what they're buying, as you can imagine. The underwriting process is different, so it takes a lot longer than it probably ever did before. They're looking for more in-depth projections. And most conventional lenders, and you're probably hearing about this as well, they're constantly watching the market to see how they can alter their underwriting process to anticipate those like short and long-term risks. But ultimately right now, like the big thing is like, okay, well, how can your business support the debt even during COVID?
Certainly, if they can take advantage of some of those opportunities in real estate and really thrive and make sort of that next big jump, cash flow and the projections and the pro formas that the banks are going to want to see, either the banks or other lenders, it's really critical to have them available and keep them up to date as things continue to change. And I know that we've had lots of conversations with our clients about that, and it's worth the time to invest in getting them set up, the reporting, and to keep it going so that it's not a really big project, because this stuff moves really fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I found that property. Can I, is it possible?
Yeah.
You got to get into the numbers, et cetera. And you don't want it to take 3 weeks. It just can't, right? And perhaps the property is gone at that point.
Exactly. And I think, as brokers, we're doing our best to build in as much due diligence time as possible because the lenders are taking longer and because business owners do need to consult with their accountant to see, okay, well, what do my books look like and how do I need to present it in a way that the banks want to see it? That is like the biggest issue in holding up transactions right now. Like we're able to do most of the reporting and the environmental, the building condition assessments and all of the inspections relatively quickly because, the market has been a little bit slower in the last few months, but now, vendors are picking up, but it's things like that, like getting your projections in order and getting all of that squared away that based on what the banks want. It's so integral right now in order to get deals done.
Yeah, and it's not just that business information either, right? There's a lot of personal information that banks are going to be looking for as well from the owners. So making sure that all of your filings are up to date. They may be looking for tangible net worth statements. They may be
exactly.
It's a deep dive, and you've got to pull back the curtain a little bit, right? It's very personal in terms of the information that you're sharing with them. So you have to be ready and make sure that you have it on hand and you're not scrambling to search for it. So
no, that's 100% true.
Yeah, that is some homework to get on, right away.